I am a Spanish merchant, and I travel across the ocean transporting tobacco. And it's not easy, but it sure is worth it, and I benefit greatly from it. About a century ago, conquistadors brought back a legendary sacred plant called tobacco that started an entire new industry. But initially, the Spanish did not think it was worth anything. They thought it was a useless weed. But King James II, God bless him, had tests performed in the courts to see if it was useful in any way. But then Hwucyuerc, a scientist, proved that it could cure cancer, and that it could heal cancer, ladies and gentlemen. It could heal any aches on any part of your body, and it could also cure cuts. So it was revolutionary to the medical world. And along with it being revolutionary to the medical world, the Spanish also smoked it for the sheer pleasure of it. So it became a huge culture. And that's also where it got its nickname, nicotine. Then it was a nickname after Hwucyuerc. And so life revolved around it. And the Spanish helped spread tobacco to Africa and Asia. They traded it for things like gold, silver, slaves, and everything in between. That brings me to where I am now, on a dock in Dakar, Senegal. I talk to my African associate. Hello. I am Chikan B from the tribe called Quest. When tobacco was first brought to East Africa in 1560, it instantly became a continental obsession. You can now find it virtually among all tribes of all people in all nations. No matter where you go throughout Africa, tobacco will be there in all of its forms. The truly sickening part of it is that there's some awful people in West Africa who I think sell their souls for tobacco. They sell their brothers, sisters, cousins into slavery just to get this plant. I think nothing is worth that. All I can tell you is to come see it for yourself at the port.
Hello. Hold on. I'll give you one of my finest 200 pounds of that tobacco. 200 pounds? Throw the kid? You got yourself a deal.
Crikey, I didn't notice you there. But for those of you who need the introduction, I'm King James, ruler of the whole British Dominion. And I have been since I was a wee lad of 1 year old in year 1567. I'd like to tell you, fine ladies and gentlemen, about tobacco. I despise that wretched weed. It should burn in the fiery depths of hell with the bloody devil himself. And the Spanish enemy makes grand profits selling it to us tea-drinking Englishmen. We keep on putting money into the hands of the foe, who I must say are a bunch of thieving wankers. I decided that I had to take action, so I wrote a pamphlet, you see. I call it The Counterblast to Tobacco by King James. No, just The Counterblast to Tobacco by King James. And I'll give you all a brief overview of the points in my pamphlet. First, you see, tobacco is a smoke, and so are the vanities of the world. And it gives people a bogus high. It also makes people lightheaded and dumb, like the Spanish. And also, those who pick it up can't put it down. It bewitches them. It's like the devil. Also, it is a stinking and loathsome thing, just like hell. You may ask, is this enough to get people to not smoke tobacco? Well, I also rose the import duty on tobacco by 4,000 bloody %. I regret to say, though, it only made people want tobacco more. In fact, Virginia's tobacco export boomed from 20,000 pounds in 1617 to 5,000 pounds in 1628. And in 1614, 7,000 shops carrying tobacco were in London, England. This included coffee houses. Now, I'd like to specify about coffee houses. It was extremely popular in England, and it was anywhere where any fine young gentleman could go to smoke his long pipe. It was a site for exchanging news, and also people wrote and read books there. There was a lot of literature. Here, let me show you.
Hey there, go by the name King John the Rock. He is 1629, I've been here in Jamestown for 17 some odd years. You know, being the first English colony sure ain't easy. And you know, here in Jamestown we felt we needed some economic stability. In 1612, I began to invest in a native crop called nicotina tobacco. For the first two seasons I learned to grow the plant, and for the next 2 years I mastered the curing process. Did my best to adapt the techniques of the natives and the Spaniards and perfect them into one. You know, my personal theory on it is way too hard, long to explain, but I'll give you all a brief outline. In the fall, take about acre or two rich land, plant some seeds, you know, make sure nice and moist. Plant them seeds, let them grow throughout the winter. Then in the spring, as the roots start to arise, I take out all the bad roots, leaving the good roots. Some tobacco sticks start to arise, cut them out, plant some more seeds, let them grow through the summer. Those tobacco sticks then are ready for transport. That's all I gotta do is make those tobacco sticks. In 1616, I went with my girlfriend Pocahontas to England to spread awareness of this of my great product. My sales have gone all the way up from 20,000 pounds of tobacco in 1616 to 1,500,000 pounds of tobacco in 1629. Guess y'all can call me the founding father of tobacco. I'd also like to make you guys aware that we often have a problem with my neighbors. I'll do my best to protect you guys with this cane here, but you know, I don't know what I can do. They often come and steal our crop. Oh my God, here they come.
My name is Eric, and I'm from Holland, a part of the Dutch Republic. I work for the Dutch West India Company, and we sail around the western world. Here's my boat. And, we have jurisdiction over Brazil, North America, and the African slave trade. And we work mostly in the East Indies, in West Indies, the Dutch East India Company works in the East Indies. And then for tobacco, we found that tobacco is the most powerful, like, without trade there would be no tobacco, according to my boss. And without tobacco there would be no trade. And yeah, so one story of the power of tobacco was how Dutch East India Company, I heard on one of my voyages, I heard that they bought the whole Cape of Good Hope in South Africa, which is very good for them, for some tobacco and a bit of brandy. They didn't say how much, but assuming it's very little. From the Hottentots, who were a very odd group of people that lived there. And they, like everyone else, they adopted tobacco, but unlike everyone else, they developed their own coming-of-age ceremony, during which a boy who's hit puberty is given his first cigar, while his mother bites off his left testicle.
Oh my God! No!